Yes, hi. Good morning.
Good morning or good evening. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes, yes. So tell me, you okay, so I'm calling Australia, right?
Yes.
And it's 15 out you said 15 hours difference, right?
Yeah, it's 8 a.m. now.
Oh, it's 5 p.m. and it's Friday. Here. That's cool. That's cool. You know what?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Pardon?
I said, you know what? You're not in the UK, right? Or you are?
No, no, we're in Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, 'cause that's what got me confused. 'Cause I'm like, I know that sometimes I provide, readers for people in the UK, and so then that's something different. The area code is 41. That's why I was like, we're 15-hour difference. What?
Yeah, the
Mhm.
UK is 10 hours behind us.
Oh, okay. 10 hour.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right, my love. So
yeah.
that's good. Good to I think you might be the first person from Australia. You might just be, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. 15 hours, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yes, my love. Yes. Okay. There's some messages definitely coming through for you, my love. But before we get started, Have you ever received
Uh-huh.
have you ever received a psychic medium reading, or should I explain to you how I conduct sessions? Are you familiar?
Um, I went through your YouTube videos, but I've never personally received one from someone else.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, I get some like I don't know if they're psychic readings, but like dreams or what I think are messages to myself, but they're not really clear. But
No.
I've never had like yeah.
You know what? That's I love we are definitely, let me tell you how in tune you are, right? We are definitely on the
Oh,
same wavelength. You know why? Because the first thing that came up with you, and I'm going to tell you how I conduct sessions, but because you said what you said, the first thing that came up with
oh,
you, the first thing that came up with you is that your spirit guide said, tell her to go into silent meditation so that she can build a stronger connection with your spirit. So the main fact that you already said that, you've been having these dreams or you've been having this vision, but you don't know if it's real or not, or you
oh,
don't know how to interpret it. Your spirit guide is saying, in order for you to interpret what it is that your spirit is showing you, you have to go more into what is known as a silent meditation. Silent meditation is just having no thoughts, having no questions, just sitting in silence and just accepting what is happening externally, or rather just being one with the flow, whatever have you. But
yeah,
before we get into our session, let me explain how I conduct, readings, so we can get so you can clearly understand where I'm coming from. I am a psychic
okay,
medium, right? I'm not a psychic, although I do have psychic tendencies. I don't provide psychic readings, but I provide psychic medium readings. And what the difference is, I'm
okay.
going to begin to channel. And what channeling is communicating with your spirit guides. So your spirit guides is going to say,
Okay.
how do you pronounce your name, my love?
It's Vimbai, as in Vim and Bye.
Oh, Vim and Bai. Oh, okay, Vim
Yeah.
Bai. Beautiful name. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful name.
Thank
So
you.
your spirit guides, as I begin to channel, your spirit guides is gonna say, this is Vim Bai. This is what she's been through. This is what's happening to her now, and this is what is gonna happen to her in the near future. So it's basically
Oh,
messages. It's basically messages that I will deliver to you, that is going to further assist you on your spiritual journey. And then two,
okay.
flowers is coming up as well. I always recommend my clients to ask questions if
Mentioning
I haven't
flowers.
already. Mhm. Mhm.
I I I love flowers. I've got flowers and everywhere.
Okay. So
I yeah.
Okay, so let's get into this. The first thing that's coming, the first thing that's coming up with you, as I mentioned to you, what your spirit guide said is, in order for her to get closer to the spirit realm, or for her pineal gland to open up, or rather your all-seeing eye to open up, she needs to get more into silent meditation, is what they're saying. I'm seeing the color blue with you, my love, and blue, we're dealing with the throat chakra. So again, finding peace and harmony within yourself through communication of the spirit realm. And when I say spirit realm, it's not is we all have this thing of trying to connect with our ancestors, right? So that's what they're
Oh,
saying. In order for you yourself, Vimbai, to connect with your ancestors, or rather to build a stronger connection with your own spirit, silent meditation is definitely something that you want to begin to practice. Like I said to you, flowers is coming up. So the flower energy,
okay.
as you just confirmed, you have that around your house. That is good, as a good sense of aura, or rather a good sense of energy around you. That will also help. That will also help with your alignment, or rather your ascension. The color 11 is or rather the number 11 is coming up, my love, and I'm feeling more so. I'm feeling more so that it might be a change in careers, or rather job, or
Oh, okay.
rather gaining more money or making more money, or rather what they're saying is putting your skills, or rather whatever it is that you are creative
Oh my
in,
God.
you need to apply it, right? You need to apply it so that more finances could come up. This is the cycle of opening what you have been closing, is what they're saying. So opening, if you've been shy, if you are not the type to,
Yeah.
express yourself in any event, this is the time now for you to be free and for you to open up so that you can receive your karmic rewards, is what I'm saying. Again, if you're into planting, if you're into gardening, you want to start a workshop, of horticulture, that's how you call it, or horticulture, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Like herbalism, and
mm,
well, it's so interesting that you mentioned this because it's been a month since I decided to start my own business.
oh yes.
I but it wasn't really like I always sort of wanted to, but I do have a problem with being confident within myself.
Oh.
I help a lot of people and build a lot of people up, but I always think, oh no, that's silly. I should just be a worker, and then it seems like whenever I go against what I feel my spirit is telling me, spirit feels kind of like a bully sometimes and pushes certain extreme measurements. So at my old job, there was just a lot of bullying happening until it
Oh.
pushed me to be like, okay, you're gonna have to listen to me and start doing your own business.
Yes.
And I've always it was telling me buy plants, buy a lot of like herbs and stuff, and I was like, really, that's not really me. It was just pushing me to do it, and I couldn't have peaceful sleep. I kept dreaming about being in the jungle and having plants, and then I went out and I bought a bunch of plants and seeds, and then I started to sleep better. And it's just I
Mm.
don't know. I meditate a lot. I do meditate a lot, but I feel like when I meditate and I'm really zoned in, then something I don't know how to explain it, but I get something happens and distracts me. It's so weird.
Mhm.
I'll start to I live with my cousin and she actually notices it. I start to everything I touch is electric,
Mhm. It
and
sparks. Yes.
things like even if I'm lighting candles or something like that, it, I'll like my hand will be over the candle on fire, like on top of the fire. I won't even feel it. And she'll think, "Isn't that burning?" So it will scare me, and then I'll stop meditating. Then I get anxious, and I'm not really feeling happy in the zone. But then I'll be scared, thinking, "Okay, all this weird stuff is happening. Am I being possessed? Just I don't know.
No, it's not a matter of
It's
you
hard
being.
for me to figure out." Yeah.
No, it's not a matter of you being possessed. It's a matter of your skills, or rather your creativity, that is now coming out. So it's basically like, I'm not hiding anymore. This is who I am. Regardless to if you
Oh,
accept me, or accept it or not. And that's why I'm saying, you just mentioned that you have started your own business. Now you can
yeah.
go full fledged, or rather you can again, start to categorize what it is, how and what it is and how it is you want to conduct your own business, because you do have like this healing touch, or rather you have this, as many people do, you have this gift about you that others want to learn, in a sense. So now, like I said to you before, the number 11 that came up, dealing with transition, and when they said transition, they're speaking to me about careers, or rather monetary purposes. So in any event, beloved, you want to, whatever it is that that is different about you, you want to begin to pay more attention, and you want to begin to understand what is happening with you. You are the only one that can do so. I can't understand what's happening to you because I'm not you, right? But I can guide you and I can help you in any event to focus on your main priority, which they're definitely saying, expression, and they're definitely, your spirit guides is definitely saying new beginnings in terms of monetary purposes. Another thing that's coming up with you, beloved, is offerings that you want to give to the spirit realm. They're asking for wine, and also grapes. So so it, say that again, my love.
Well, I have like my altar, and I give offerings, and I was thinking, oh, the wine I have at home is kind of cheap, so I'm not gonna give them any wine. I just put water, and I kept thinking, should I put the wine? Shouldn't I? And I thought, oh no, they're gonna be like, this cheap ass wine.
No, give
and
them give them the red one. Give them red wine.
Yeah, I got red wine, and I just thought it wasn't classy enough.
Oh
and
no.
I just put it away. That's crazy.
So these is confirmations then. So thus so far you've been receiving confirmations, and that's a beautiful thing. So definitely wine. And again, stop second guessing yourself, and that's where the color blue is coming in at with you. Where you have to build this stronger connection with your own spirit, because to the extent that you build this stronger connection with your own spirit is to the extent that you're not going to second guess yourself in any event, correct? So moving forward, so moving forward, grapes is what you should put up on your altar. Also, red wine is what they're saying, and it makes me feel like Mama Oya is with you. I'm not sure if you're into any, if you're into the Orishas or Yoruba, but for I'm feeling more so that Mama Oya, she's with you throughout your transition of higher consciousness and spirituality. What is your sign, my love?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay, opposite Gemini. Correct. Okay, opposite Gemini. Geminis are the natural channelers. Geminis are the ones that are able to, communicate with the spirit realm and also be within the physical plane, in any event, and very intellectual. You're very intellectual person is what they're saying, and she has a lot of knowledge. But the thing about it is, with you, it's not about the physical knowledge, but it's about the spiritual knowledge. And to the extent that you go within and find that spiritual knowledge, which is the Gemini you will now become successful, because you will now bring gifts, or rather you will now bring information that most people do not have. You got to do it little by little. I do see you as a teacher in the near future. I'm not sure exactly what it is that you do. I'm going to allow you to express yourself, explain yourself, but I'm talking about more so of like a metaphysical teacher, or rather a spiritual teacher, or rather a Baba, is what they're saying, or a priestess, not a Baba, because a Baba, in my opinion, well, I call people that are older than me Baba. And it could just be that you have an old soul. In any event, that's why I just said Baba. But with you, my love, definitely want to identify yourself with who you truly are. Identity is coming up. Also the number 1 is coming up, so independence. What kind of business you got going? You said you started a business. What is this business?
I sell like jewelry and make like organic lotions and crystals and just some. It's called Empress Express, so just sort of making all my customers always feel like empresses within.
Mm.
And I always used to make my own lotion and my own hair supplies, and people would say, "Oh, your hair's so long. How do you do it?" And I just mix things together. Sometimes I won't even know
what it is.
like
Yeah.
I won't even measure it, and I'll be like, "Where did I get this from?" And or someone will say, "I've got this rash," and I'm like, "Okay, just give me a few seconds." I make something, and then the rash is gone, and I won't even know what the measurements were.
Yeah.
So that's why I was scared to start business, because I thought, okay, I don't remember what I put in.
That's
And it's interesting that you said Baba, because in my language, that's actually what we call like, or an older, the head of the house, or like your father is Baba. And I always used to think that the spirit that's been sort of protecting me was my dad. I always felt like it was him for some reason. And my cousin has a lot of like prophetic sort of dreams, and she keeps saying that, I keep seeing you as a sort of priestess or something like that.
Yes.
And I do read a lot of books, and I'm really into sort of the spirit realm and knowing this stuff. But I feel, because in our culture is now really Christian and Catholic, I can't really say that to anyone else except for my cousin. So I pass on the knowledge to her, but then I'm just, when I try to do it to other people, they'll say, "Oh, you're a devil worshiper," or this is. So I just keep sort of knowledge just between us two, and I just feel sort of like trapped a bit.
Yes.
So I just,
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. That's why your spirit guides are saying now is the time to open what you have been closing out. Or now is the time for you to move forward, or rather express yourself in the way that you really want to express yourself. This is one thing for sure, my love. You don't have to this may be why the throat chakra is coming up with you. You don't necessarily have to communicate with the people that are dead or that are sleeping. You have to communicate with people that wants to listen, or rather is receptive to your energy. Because to the extent that you try to wake up the dead, it's to the extent that your energy is going to be drained. So that's why your spirit guide said, listen, tell her to organize what it is that she wants, or categorize what it is that she wants and how she's going to do it. What is it that you want to do and how you're going to go about doing it. And the plan is already set into motion. Whatever it is that you have already been desiring and wanting in your life is already happening. That is something that you have to understand. So you can even partner up with your cousin. The both of you can even partner up with your cousin and start a YouTube channel like myself. I just do channels. I just do readings and things of that nature and provide consultation. But you can do a step by step, or rather, a step by step how to heal your chakras, or step by step of how to meditate, or step by step of just your experiences. That's what you can do, which will make it easier for you. So whoever wants to listen, listen. Whoever don't want to listen, don't listen. It's a free platform for you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Because
go ahead.
Her throat chakra is definitely open.
The throat chakra it's a little bit too open. And that's why I feel like you have to find a balance with who you communicate with. And then two, on the flip side of that, that's the physical realm. That's the physical of your throat chakra being a little bit, open. But on a spiritual side, what they're saying is she needs to build the communication between your physical body and your spiritual body just a little bit more. Why? Because there's experiences of you second guessing yourself. And if you're second guessing yourself, that means you're not trusting in yourself. So if you're not trusting in yourself, that means that what? You need to build a stronger trust system within your internal environment. You understand? That's how that goes. And one way that your spirit guides is recommending for you to do so is silent meditation. I do know that you said I do meditate. Yeah, I meditate. But do you silent meditate? That's the difference. That's the difference.
I'm gonna definitely do more of that instead of like the guided
Oh
meditations,
yeah.
and just if I feel any sort of electricity running through my body, I'll just go through it instead of stopping.
Yes, you definitely need to do that. You definitely need to let things flow, and you definitely need to be one with the experience or one with your experience. If anything, because to the extent that you continue to stop it, it's to the extent that your energy is going to be drained, is what your spirit guides are saying, and then you're going to be unhappy, and then it's going to continue to face you. It's going to be like a battle. It's going to keep popping up. It's going to keep popping up. Like, hey, here I am. Hey, here,
Yeah,
read me, or So, what was you gonna say, my
and
love?
the energy draining is real. I don't. It's like sometimes me and I don't know what to call the spirit. I don't know if it's my higher self, but it's like we bump heads a bit, and I know it's because I'm not trusting myself or being stubborn. I'll have moments of my energy just going from 100 to 0, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, where did all my energy go? Or it will tell me, you know what, this is what you need to do. If I don't do it, some consequences happen, and for example, I was wearing a weave, like I think a few weeks ago, and I was just having some like really bad luck ever since I got that weave, and then something told me remove the weave, and then I was thinking to myself, this was an expensive weave. Like, no, I was thinking I paid a lot of money, so I was just keeping it, and then it was telling me remove the weave, and I was like, you know what, no, and I was bending over, I wasn't even close to the candle, all of a sudden I'm on fire.
You lying? What?
My head was on fire. My cousin was sleeping on the sofa, and I was screaming, and she did not even wake up. And I'm just like, and then I was like, okay, you prove your point. I'm going to remove the weave. I removed the weave, and then my jewelry started selling like crazy.
Yes.
The same day I removed that weave, and I was like, but what is the correlation? And I said to myself, like, okay, spirit, did you have to be that, extreme about things?
No, you do. No, it does. No, it does, because you wasn't gonna remove the weave, and they asked you, and your spirit asked you to remove the weave, and you're not listening. So this is what's gonna have to happen so that it can come off of you. That's why. This is why the first thing that came up with you was silent meditation, so that you can build a stronger connection with your spirit itself. You want to continue, and I know that this is not what you're gonna do, but to the extent that you second guess yourself, it's to the extent that you're gonna go through the turmoil. You have a purpose, okay? And this is your again, the number 11 is coming up. So you are actually in transition to your higher self, or rather to your highest purpose. So if you wanna fight with it, you again, just like with me, if I wasn't channeling, I'm pretty sure that my spirit will keep on guiding me back to channeling for people, back to channeling for people, back, because at first I was only channeling for friends and family. I wasn't channeling publicly. I didn't want to channel publicly. I was like, how about if people don't is not receptive, to this channeling thing. I had a lot of doubts with that, but then I said, well, if you have doubts about it, then that means you don't believe in yourself. And I said, oh hell no, I believe 100% in myself. And then I started channeling, and then I started going on YouTube. So I'm saying this to say, and then my business is going perfectly well, and it's only getting better. So in any event, with you as well, my love, with you as well, if you what they're saying, if you ignore yourself or your gifts, you're just gonna it's just gonna be a delay. That's it. So you want to get it now, or you want to get it later? You want your karmic reward now, or you want your karmic reward later? Are you in a relationship, my love? Relationships is coming up.
Oh, well, no, I'm not in a relationship, but I have, which is really weird, three exes that just decided to pop their heads in at the same time. And it's just, I've just been not really investing in that, but they've been basically all three of them sort of communicating with me at the same time the past couple of weeks. And I don't know, I'm just pushing them all three behind. I don't know.
You don't feel
I'm not
it.
feeling them.
Then don't
like,
do it. No,
they're not.
what I'm feeling is
Yeah.
and you shouldn't. Good, and I'm glad that you are not going against yourself. With that one. If you're not feeling it, don't go for it. But I'm seeing somebody new, come into your, your alignment in any event. I'm not saying that it may not be someone right away, but in the near future, perhaps what I'm feeling more so, perhaps around March or anytime a little earlier than that. Again, when we speaking about the spirit realm, they don't have a specific timing, but I'm feeling more so they're telling me March, around that time, or rather spring season. Okay, there you go. So around the spring. Go ahead.
Spring here is just starting.
Well, spring here is see. Well, spring here is not starting. Oh, spring season over there is just starting. Oh.
Yeah, and there is someone who, well, I'm their friend, and but I, ever since I started really talking to them, I really feel sort of like a connection with them. I don't abuse them because they need their emotions. They're very troubled. But I feel this connection with them, and they were talking to me about sort of like past lives. He's Muslim, but he's talking about like, I feel like I knew you before, and so it's going against his sort of beliefs. But he is sort of he's just very emotionally troubled, borderline a little bit crazy. But I just feel this need that I need to talk to this person or help this person, and I just feel like this strong connection. I'll be like, why am I talking to this person? He's out of his mind. But I feel like I don't know, something between us.
What
but
happens
I don't really
is,
know why.
This is the deal with, and I'm gonna tell you what I see, and I'm gonna tell you what's happening with you. People meet each other, or rather, people realign with one another for a divine purpose, right? You just mentioned that he is a person that is troubled emotionally, right? And then here you are, someone that is a potential healer. So, of course, he's going to gravitate more towards you because he is looking for the healing. He is looking for the reversing of a condition. He's looking to be whole again, right? So of course he's going to be drawn more so to you because you have this, this spiritual and very settled vibe about you, is what your spirit guides are saying, and that's why he is attracted to you. And also he is also spiritual. However, he is doctrinated with religion. I don't know, I'm seeing the number 27. 27. I don't know who's 27. I don't know if somebody.
I'm 27.
Oh, you're 27. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're the 27 one. Okay, is this, how old is
I
this?
know I sound much younger, but I sound like a baby over the phone.
Yeah.
I'm 27 and he is 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing the number 27 is what they're saying. So, and then too, if you break down the number 27, you get the number 9. So it's a cycle of completion. You're closing out this old cycle only for you to start something new again. This deals with perhaps the 3 guys that wants to come back into your life. You're closing out this old chapter only for you to begin something new with this potential guy that is coming to you, that is the Muslim. That's 2 things. But I'm more so feeling like it may not be him, but it may be somebody else that's gonna come into your life, and what they're saying is gonna treat you right. And he's gonna be charismatic, and he's gonna be very gentle, and he's gonna be a loving guy. I don't know if this is the person that you may, fall in love with. I'm not sure, but there is somebody that is gonna come into your life around the, around the June, not June, the March, or probably even now, who knows. Um, Again, when we're dealing with the spirit realm, there's no such thing as timing. But I'm picking
Yeah.
up more so like that that particular season. Rather, it's the March. So March for you is winter, perhaps, or summer.
March is summer here.
Ah,
It's really really hot,
okay,
hot summer.
okay. Okay. Oh, summertime. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, flowers blossom, love is in the air. Yeah, good. Okay.
Oh my goodness. But
Mhm.
oh wow. And I hope it's gonna be new things because this year, well, not this year, life, and especially this year has been tough.
Mm.
And I sometimes say, why does like I get good luck, but I
Mhm.
also have some of the worst things happen that, when most people talk about the dramas they've had in their lives and people are like, oh my goodness, how did you go over that? I've had like 7 of those things happen, and I'm just
Mhm.
like, really?
Mhm.
And it's, I don't know, I have no idea why that's happened, but I hope eventually it sort of stops.
Mhm.
I don't know. I've just had like the worst things happen, but you can't tell when you speak to me because I don't know, I'm always sort of like cheerful.
Well, this is the thing because you're somebody such as myself, right? You're someone that is able to experience something, process it, and then let it go. So it doesn't really affect your spirit as much as somebody that holds on to things. You understand? On a spiritual level is what I'm saying, right? You're able to accept it, experience it, accept it, understand it, and then let it go. Perhaps later down the line it may resurface, but once it resurfaces, it's old. So it's like, I don't really feel no type of way. People like that is known as those that are very highly elevated and is not affected by physical experiences. This is why I said, remember when I told you we are on the same page? That was one of the first things that I said to you. We're definitely on the same page with a lot of things. And again, you're 27 years old. This is you're in your closing cycle only for you to begin something new and better, transitioning into something very beautiful. And I want you to continue to follow your spirit, and I want you to continue not to ignore the messages that are coming through for you from your own spirit in any event. Definitely. And you would definitely
Oh, okay.
you're going to be successful. You're going to be successful.
Oh, that that's so good to hear. I don't know. I'm really tough on myself,
Mhm.
but that's really good to hear from someone who is
Mhm.
sort of not my cousin, who I feel like obligated to always love me and tell me good things. So it's really good to hear
Mhm.
that, because I always put 110%, but I'm so hard on myself, and yeah, that just makes me feel good.
Well, you should feel good about yourself, but I just want you to get more into the soul alignment is what they're saying. Your spirit guides are saying she needs to just get more into the soul alignment and allow things to just flow to you and don't resist. All right, my love.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, this has been
This is
so.
this. Go ahead.
It's I don't know. It's just weird. I just making a lot of things are making sense now.
Mhm.
Like just sort of the things that I would be feeling, and um just like how you mentioned Oya, because
Mhm.
although I'm from Zimbabwe and we're more sort of like the Bantu tribe, but I don't know any of our culture because of colonization. I started to learn a lot about sort of Kemet and its correlation with Yoruba, and um, that feeling with Oya. I was looking through some tarot, and I've got the African American tarot, and she
Mhm.
popped up where like it dropped on the floor, and she popped up and she was holding this knife, and she was like soaring through, and I really really liked that picture, and I saved it with my
Mhm.
phone. And I just
Mhm.
feel that when I was having the electricity raging in me, I felt like her. Or when somebody has, although I've been through some really bad things, and someone has done something to me, and if I focus on it, it's like instant karma happens to that person, and it's so crazy. But
Mhm.
I've been trying to block because I've been thinking, maybe I'm giving like this something. Am I a witch that this is happening to them? But I'll just be thinking, if I focus on what they've done and that knowing that I didn't deserve this, instant karma will happen to them.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it just feels like thunder. It feels like her sort of essence, but I never put two and two together until now. It's
Oh,
crazy.
there you go. I'm glad I was able to be the catalyst for that. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
it'll be like if I'm hurt, and then we'll just have a thunderstorm, for example. And
Mm.
it got to a point where my cousin said, "Can you stop so we can enjoy the weather?" It will be crazy,
Mhm.
and it's hard. I could never tell anybody about this because they'll be like, "Oh no, the Satan is in you and whatever." But I'll be like, "This always happens."
Mm.
Uh,
Mm. Well,
crazy.
that's just confirmation, about who you are. So embrace it, love it, work with
Uh-huh.
it, and just don't frown on it. Accept it. Because
Thank you so much.
if you continue to ignore it, it's like they said, it's like you need to begin to open up what you have been closing down or shutting down. So it's your time now.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna be
Thank you so
28. That's new
much.
beginning. You're more than welcome, my love. All the way from Australia. Bravo to you, my love. You're more than
And
welcome.
I will definitely be booking another one because
Yes.
I know some interesting things are about to happen.
Oh yes. All right, my love. So do you give me permission to publish this publicly, or would you like it to be private?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
All right, my love. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a great evening and
Same to
stay
you.
blessed. Thank you so much.
Yes, same to you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay.